Good evening. Earlier today, Sir Neil Ferguson described domestic Israeli politics as the hardest thing in the world for him to understand other than astrophysics. I was wondering if you had some insight as to why it's so hard for even a sympathetic outsider to understand the political climate, and if you have any views on the upcoming general.
Okay, so I can try to explain I actually know a lot about this. Okay, without going into a massive disquisition, basically we can say this: when it comes to the Israeli population is center-right. Okay, very center-right. What I mean by this is that there was a poll recently done of Israelis between the age of 18 and 29. 78% identified as right-wing. Okay, so there are three main issues in Israel right now that have 70 to 80% agreement on. One, military independence. They never want to get caught up short again by somebody denying them military capacity in a time when they need to win a war. Two, everyone needs to serve in the military. This is the most divisive issue in Israel. Basically, you have 10% of the population, which is Arab, and 10% of the population, which is ultra-Orthodox in English, called Haredi in Hebrew, who don't serve in the military. The other 80% say this is crazy, and everyone needs to serve in the military. And third, economic deregulation. Okay, so those are the three issues, and 80% of the population agrees on them. The reason that you've had significant breakdown in Israeli politics is because Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who in his heart agrees with all three of those things, cannot form a coalition based on all three of those things. So he's got a coalition right now that agrees that Israel should be militarily independent and agrees to a large extent on economic deregulation, although there's part of his coalition, the ultra-Orthodox, that are heavily welfare dependent and oppose a lot of the economic deregulation. Okay, that third issue, the one about everybody serving in the army, he would love for the Haredim, particularly the ultra, no one is expecting the Arabs to serve in the army, right, left or center. When it comes to the ultra-Orthodox, people in Israel want the ultra-Orthodox to serve, except for the ultra-Orthodox, who again are taking a disproportionate share of welfare and also are not serving in the military. But they're part of the coalition because nobody in the center or center-left will join Netanyahu's coalition because they despise Netanyahu. And that is a result of Netanyahu being the most effective single politician in Israeli politics for the last 25 years. Right? He just is. I mean, that's not even descriptive of whether you like him or hate him.